Is it just me, or does January always just feel like kind of a gloomy month that maybe it's a little bit of a letdown, especially after the holidays, you're back to work, you're back to the regular swing of things? I struggle with January sometimes. The holidays bring such a huge lift, and then it feels like such a steep drop down. So I wanted to talk about a topic that is not always fun, but it's important. And it's about the person of faith, the Christian who's feeling depressed. And I just want to give you a couple biblical points of view and some practical steps to try to help you if you are feeling that way in kind of the downswing of the new year. One is that God is close to the brokenhearted. He is near to the brokenhearted. Psalm 34:18. It shows us that the Lord is close to us even in our darkest moments. The second one is really, really important. Jesus understands your pain. Jesus walked as a man, fully God, fully man, has this incredibly, unbelievably unique perspective on what it feels like to be a human, and he is drawing you closer to him through that pain, even if you don't feel it. The next one is the healing presence of God. Depression, isolation, all of these things can make you feel like you are just so alone, so isolated, and broken without anything. But, if you continue to press through and seek and search the presence of God in your own life, I promise you, he will come through. And the last one is that there is hope in the midst of darkness, even when it feels like there is no one and nothing that can help you. Know that God is always with you, even in the darkest moments. And now for just a couple practical steps. They're simple. You may have heard them all before, but there might be one that you haven't, and that's important enough. One is that when you pray, when you talk to God, speak honestly. Don't try to put on some air of, it's not so bad, God, I'm doing pretty well. Speak honestly to God. He knows your heart already. Number two is lean on community. Don't pull back, or at least try to not pull back. Push yourself into community, into small groups. Go to church. Be around other believers, people who can look at you and even in your dark moments say, I love you, I care about you, and I'm here to help however I can. Always remember, practicing self-care is important. Don't forget to eat. Don't forget to sleep. All these things. God designed our bodies so beautifully and perfectly. We may have our flaws, but there are huge reasons why we need rest, why we need to eat regularly. And sometimes those are the first things that go off of my plate as soon as I'm feeling stressed, depressed, anxious, whatever it may be. Well, next one is memorizing scripture. This is a learned practice. It's not something that everyone is automatically gifted with. Memorize scripture, hide it in your heart. That's what the word says. And last but not least, seek professional help if you need it. It's important. There are times in our life when we don't know where else to turn, and we shouldn't be afraid to ask someone, hey, this is what I'm going through. I think I need help that's above my own pay grade, above my own knowledge, above Google and the rest of the internet. I might need to talk to someone, and I might need to have a serious conversation about what's happening within me. So, I hope that helps. I hope your January is great, but if it's not, know that there is hope and that Jesus is the answer. Thanks.